It's 2016 and my fiance just graduated from college. We were planning to get married really soon, and she started her first job as a minister at Penn State College, campus minister. Well, we talked on the phone, and she was going to need a car. And since I was the fiance and soon to be the husband and provider, I said, okay, let's look into getting you a car. But I said, it's not going to be anything fancy because I'm used to buying used cars. We don't have money. We've got lots of student debt. And so don't get your mind on some kind of Corvette or some kind of convertible or something fancy, right? I'm going to buy something cheap. So I go to prayer about it, and I said, Lord, I need something. I guess what I would be good is something under 100,000 miles on it, somehow around $3,000 is what we have to spend. And, that's what I need, Lord. As I was praying, my uncle came to mind, who lives in western Pennsylvania, out where my fiance lived. And so as I thought about him, I thought, I should text him. So I texted my uncle Doug, his name is, and he's a wheeler and dealer. He's always finding good deals on vehicles and things. So, and he's on the road a lot. So I texted him that night while I'm praying. I said, hey, Doug, I don't know what you come across. I don't know how often you're looking at cars on the side of the road, but I really need a car for my fiance. She's about to start working, needs to get around, and so in the perfect world, I'd get something for $3,000 or less, under 100,000 miles on it, and in good shape. Well, he didn't respond that night. The next day, though, around 10 a.m., I got a call. He said, hey, Gabe, this feels like it must be a God thing. I went out to eat with my old friend this morning for breakfast. He literally, as soon as he gets down to sitting at the table, he said, hey, by the way, would you have any interest in buying my mom's old Sebring? Which, now, if you don't know this, a Sebring is a convertible. It's actually happened to be this old red convertible, garage kept. It had around 60,000 miles on it, and the guy was only going to ask my uncle for $3,500 or $3,000 for it. And so my Uncle Doug calls me up just hours, 12 hours after praying about this. And he says, I think the Lord has already provided a car. So sent the money, bought it through my uncle. And it was just such a cool start and such a fun way. And so it had been this joke between Rebecca and I ever after that, I had said, don't expect some cool, fancy car. And sure enough, we actually got a red convertible, soft top and everything. And it was like the fanciest car we've ever had. And God was so good to give it to us that way, even just after one earnest prayer for it. So praise God, He's the giver of good gifts, and He always comes through.